What?
I haven't put my game face on. What the heck is this?
You don't need a game face.
That's not a GoPro.
All right, let's see how far off we are.
Perfect.
Actually, it's not bad. There's some gaps, some hammering.
I got the hammer back here.
Trim this down.
Yeah, that needs to get trimmed like we did the other one.
Yeah.
Cut it in half.
So we'll cut it down there and trim that off there. And we'll be back. Jacob was never one for coloring in the lines.
All right. Should we see if your awesome cutting job works?
Let's flat.
Yeah, let's put it in this side. We're not keeping that curved, I take it.
No. Keep it flat.
We're sharing this side. No, we went flat too, didn't we? Okay. Don't argue with the boss man, he gets cranky.
A little long. A little long right here. Oh yeah, we got some wiggle room. Wiggle.
All right, I'll let you get after it.
Look at that.
What do you think of that?
You got a nice spot to weld. You didn't clean up much, but you know, a nice spot to weld.
I cleaned up the back edge. I didn't think it was the bottom edge, the flat edge. So yeah, I didn't bother cleaning it up. Yeah, that should weld in nice. We still got to drill those holes for the plug welds up where your left hand's at for the.
Yeah.
So well, go back to the brace, or are you just gonna draw that in with screws? Again.
The screws worked okay?
They were fine. I just welded back to them.
We'll just screw it then. We'll just do screws.
Okay.
I'll drill some little pilot holes for the screws. That way I'm not having to fight drilling through the bracket on the bottom side.
Right.
And then we can just tech screw and suck this right down into it. And then you can just weld
push everything else into place. All right, yep. Sounds good. Don't worry, the screws will make everything happy.
Yeah, I'll screw up here too then. Yeah.
All right.
Best on that one.
Audio's not bad. It comes through pretty okay on this phone at least. I'm going to try to win this battle. So far, he's losing.
There we go.
Hulk smash! That's exactly what I thought too. You're doing that. Hulk would have crushed his tin can and bought a Jeep.
Yeah, I know.
He is a doctor, works for Tony Stark. He has doctorates, so you know.
Ooh.
As we
drilled a hole, it was like bent.
I bet we're drilling through brake lines and everything else.
Pedals are in the way.
Do you want me to weld some of that in place before you finish screwing it so that the metal bends as opposed to shifting the whole thing?
I'm just, I don't know. Let's just see what a tech screw will do.
Absolutely nothing.
War. What is it good for? absolutely dick. There we go. Pilot hole, pilot hole. Alright, come on. This is really frustrating. I almost wonder if we'd been better off just making our own sheet metal floors.
No.
Just like flat pieces of sheet metal.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But no.
Alright, I got that corner held in though, so it shouldn't pull it too far out of the way now.
Alright.
And I might drill another one. What's under here?
Under where? Okay, sorry.
Besides the transmission. Let's see if there's anything in my way right there. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's alright. It's just the just the transfer case. No big deal.
So he's gonna suck those to the sides so that I'm fairly close, and then when I go to weld it, it won't be so hard to get that joint, because this metal up that a gap is not helping me. We'll pound that. You can barely see right up there.
Oh, good! I missed the transfer case.
Really?
Yay!
Except for what you're gonna want to remember to grind those off on the backside later.
Well, I'm hoping I can just pull those out. You don't weld that. You weld up here.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
Pull these out.
Yeah, if you're doing that.
If that's possible.
Sure. Let's take a different angle at this. So yeah, we've got, still got a gap in there, but I've got to knock that sheet metal back to get it to weld a little nicer, especially since most of this vehicle is rusty and that metal is thinner than what I'd like it to be to begin with, let alone the fact that half of it's gone over the years.
If I didn't have rust, I'd have nothing at all.
No, this is true. That's why this vehicle, this is not actually original sheet metal. This is all welded up. We just ground smooth and painted. That's a bad joke, in case you weren't paying attention. This is the part where the beast from down below screws up to the top. Guaranteed to be an epic fail.
Yeah, that stuff in the eyes. Ow! Gosh dang, that's the bottom of the car. Ow.
I'm not laughing.
Damn, it's my finger.
It's too bad he doesn't own safety glasses.
I know. We're using this.
So he's drilled that bracket that we had down there below, back up there. He's drilling up through that and back up into the panel, so we can pull that down tight to it, and then I'll weld those back off, and should be in good shape there. That sounded glorious. Wait for it. Oh, look at that.
There we go. That's a satisfying feeling right there. Oh.
Do you need to wipe?
I think you could weld this too right here, Brad. I don't think that's too upside down. Well, yeah, never mind. Never mind.
If you can get more than a penny in between the in the gap, it's too far.
No, this one's tight up here, but
okay.
It's upside down though. It's pretty upside
down.
Oh,
I can.
So no, it's all right.
Okay.
It's all right. I know your skills suck at welding, so.
And this is where I step on his camera. Gonna need a screwdriver too.
Why?
It's good. It's good for.
Good-ish.
Good enough-ish. How's that? you. Oh, I hate you, hate you.
Is it burning through?
Yeah, I'm blowing right through the body.
There's all the wires going to the back of the car in there, Brad, so be careful, please.
I got good news. It's hot in there. See the smoke? I don't know what is smoking.
Okay, it may be the brake wires or, you know.
I'll let you know if it is once you get done, once you rear into your van.
No, the brakes will still work. Just nobody behind me will know I'm on them.
Oh, okay, then we'll have fun. Look at that progress. I mean, I've gone so far. I could probably grind that back off, but... This weld may be recorded for insurance purposes.
Yeah, we need to do a bit at the beginning that introduces you and me again. And
so,
says we are not professionals.
if they're watching this part of the video, they've seen that already. I wonder how it turned out. It's probably okay. We're gonna go with that, and I'm gonna try weld this side in, that side in, and then we'll tackle the front.
Okay.
All right.
That's good.
You can go, pro.
Oh no, it's gonna watch you.
Hi.
It's gonna watch me. Can I see that for a minute?
What?
I'm just gonna tack it. Come
He
on,
wants the welder.
come on, give me the welder.
He's flipping insane. He's got no sleeves, no gloves, and no helmet.
I'll be fine. Just tack, 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 tack. Fine. You don't let me have any fun.
I let you do all the drilling. You're stuck fixing your mistakes.
Just tack it for now. I just want to so not to move. Thank you.
You're welcome, darling. Now, I was having fun. I'll go back to it. Blimey.
Hey, a bad day at welding is better than a good day at work.
No.
Oh, I thought maybe.
Oh, you turd. Water?
Water? Something's on fire.
No, I just need to cool it off.
Do you want me to move the seat further out of the way?
Nope, it's good. Good. My eyes to dilate, but I don't think that's going anywhere.
All right, good enough.
So, yeah. Whoa, you just gonna fall over here. Put that back in. Surprised it didn't burn a hole right through that vinyl. All right.
Can you get out of there?
Just gotta find something.
Are your legs awake yet?
What's that?
Are your legs awake yet?
Oh yeah, my feet came back a little while ago.
All right, let's go over all the stuff that we did today. So we had rear seat mount. The bolt broke off in it, so we drilled a bigger hole out, welded a nut on the back of a big washer, welded that in place. We got a lot of grinding left to do to clean that up still. I'll do that later. We came over here and we did We did mounts for the rear seat belt. Similar thing, welded a nut on the back of a big washer, welded it to the plate we had in place. This area was rusted out really, really big. So we had to cut a lot of metal out here. And we welded that patch panel in last time. And we've got the driver's footrest, floorboard, excuse me.
The entire floorboard.
The entire floorboard. Brad welded it all into place here. We used some tech screws to hold it in place. Kind of help hold it while we're getting it ready for welding. Cut. The floorboard wasn't bad. It fit okay. It didn't help that the main support bracket, the going across for the body, was rusted in half, so we had to replace that and may not have got it in the exact spot, but at least it's strong enough now. We've got the floorboard welded to that cross brace in a few spots, plug welds, and it's not going anywhere. We'll see. I'll seal it up with some good sealant later time and get it painted. So that's what else did we do today? Anything?
Well, we did do the brackets. What we did, and you've seen it already. We had that metal stud that went across here because from here over, the support was gone. There was nothing there at all. So Jake fabricated out of a metal house stud.
Yeah, 6x2 industrial building, like metal stud.
So we got that fit in, and I had welded that in place, welded it to the side here, welded it back to the bracket that was still here in the car. And then we had some, which are right underneath here, you can't see, but just little angles that came off so we could bridge off, and Jake screwed through those. What we ended up doing is, when he was talking about the plug welds earlier, is I just burnt those screws right back in. So when he comes back and grinds those off, those should stay in place. God help me. And otherwise, you know, I welded around this side, and we just kind of touched up to the front, because getting that metal flush to the actual body of this vehicle from this angle, not the easiest. We still got, you know, there's still a bit of a gap
pedal
here.
sets in. The pedals are really in the way.
I mean, if you could take all the pedals and everything out, well, then you'd be able to smash that and get that flush, so that when you go and try and weld it, like I would do along the sides here, you're not blowing through or trying to bridge a big gap. You're just doing a little bit of a lap joint. And so, you know, did a lot of welding all the way around as best we can. Probably could lift the vehicle from this panel anyway, and the welds would hold, or just tear apart the rest of the sheet metal because it's rusty.
Yeah. One more thing I've got to do is the body mount. So the spot where the body mount was attached to the body was rusted away. So we replaced that. We drilled the hole. We got the body mount most of the way in place. The problem is I'm going to have to cut a hole in the panel to get the top part of the bushing, which I left back in Illinois back home. And we're going to have to get the bolt and stuff in there. So in order to attach the body mount in there, I'm going to have to cut an access panel and then patch it back in with fiberglass tech screws on JB Weld. Something. So otherwise, I think that is it. We're ready to haul this beast back home. We get to see if the daddy mobile with the tow dolly can pull this thing
Soccer dad
back home. So we'll see. Hopefully we don't end up broke down at the side of the road, but you never know.
This weighs less than my camper?
It does. It's 2,500 pounds, 2,600
well,
pounds.
Probably weighs more than my camper. Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll hope
you.
for the best. So we'll see that here in a minute. All right. So for now, I think this is probably maybe the last we'll see of Brad. I don't know. Maybe you'll be able to help hook it up to the dolly still.
Yeah.
So we got the dolly to go.
Bring it back to the camper.
See you guys.
Well, all right, we got the floor fixed on the tracker. She's all buttoned up and solid as can be. So let's take a look at what this project has cost. So for the floor repair, we got $150 for the fuel tank cross member and $120 for those floor pans. So $270 for this part of the project. Let's look at overall. Overall total project, mechanical repair, $285. That includes the brakes and the Amazon header. Body repairs, just $120 floor pans. Fuel tank repair, we got the pump, filter, miscellaneous, and then that fuel tank cross member with $250. Grand total, $655 so far, in this Geo Tracker project. If you've liked what we've done so far, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so you can be sure to watch all the upcoming videos and repairs that we're going to be doing to this Geo Tracker. Until later, thanks for joining.